Trump, there was recently, as many know, there was that political assassination of American political commentator recently. And I was thinking a little bit, talk about it from the Vedic perspective, or how the political assassination is defined from the Vedic perspective. So this is explained on the fourth pada of Dhanur Veda, which is one of the Upavedas of the Yajur Veda. It's the Vishwamitra Muni's work, and it talk about Vedic military art. So, if there is situation where of course we don't anyway condone any of this or support any of this kind of action. This is just to compare it, just to, from the perspective of defining the term political assassination and compare it to this recent situation. So what is the political assassination according to Dhanur? It's generally done with it's very thought action, and it's done with a surgical precision, in that sense that it's directed generally to the military faculty of the government, where the violence is very much understood as being part of the game, but where it is not applied, it's political assassination is not applied towards the politicians who are fighting with the words. Then the words are used against this kind of people. So one should fight with the opponent a fair way, in that sense. Even the assassination is not, of course, it's not completely fair, but it should apply to the situation where the political violence is part of the game, like it's on that military faculty of the government. That's where they are focusing on these kind of things. But because it carries the opposite outcome on that. So if there's political assassination, the whole idea is that it's political, which means that it should carry the beneficial for that who is doing that action. It carries the beneficial results. But we know that if you kill someone who is just fighting through the debating, people turn against that political faction who is carrying this kind of action. There's consequences which are negative from the political perspective. So if you see it in relation to this recent situation, it's flattering to call, and people shouldn't call it as a political assassination, because they are lifting this kind of demoralized and deranged person who is acting out of uncontrolled anger and without thinking consequences to himself, to that left-wing politics, in this case, to his family, to the family of this who was assassinated. So you can see that it was not really thought properly from that perspective, which means that it's just cold-blooded murder done by some deranged imbecile. So we can see that from the Vedic perspective that wouldn't be in the category of political assassination. It would be a category of the cold-blooded murder, and that's where it belongs from the perspective of Vedas. Sri Radhe Shyam.